You walk into the grand marble halls of ancient Rome. Senators in fine robes whisper about state affairs, the air thick with politics and power. And suddenly, in trots, a horse. Not just any horse. This one's got more status than most humans in the empire. Yep, you heard that right. One Roman emperor actually tried to make his horse a senator. But the real story behind that wild claim is even crazier than it sounds. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most bizarre and legendary stories from ancient Rome, the tale of Emperor Caligula and his beloved horse, Incitatus. And trust me, this story isn't just about a man losing his mind. It's about absolute power, ego, and maybe, just maybe, a genius political joke that history took a little too literally. So, who was Caligula? Picture a young emperor who rose to power at just 24 years old, following the death of Emperor Tiberius. At first, everyone adored him. He threw massive public games, freed prisoners, and seemed like the people's hero. But then, something changed. After falling seriously ill only a few months into his reign, Caligula's behavior took a dark and disturbing turn. He went from being Rome's golden boy to one of the most infamous tyrants in history. And that's where his horse comes in. Caligula loved this horse, Incitatus, whose name literally means swift or energetic. He wasn't just a pet, he was treated like royalty. According to ancient sources, Caligula gave Incitatus a marble stable, an ivory manger, purple blankets, and even a house with servants to attend him. Basically, this horse was living better than most Roman citizens, or even senators. Now, Roman historians, mostly guys like Suetonius and Cassius Dio, claimed that Caligula planned to make Incitatus a consul or a senator. That's like making your pet dog the vice president. But here's the thing. Historians today aren't totally sure if Caligula was being serious. Some believe he actually meant it, showing how far gone he was mentally. Others think he was mocking the Roman Senate, saying, "You're all so useless, even my horse could do your job better." And honestly, that sounds exactly like something Caligula would do. He was known for humiliating senators, forcing them to watch him dance, and even making them run beside his chariot for miles. So making his horse a senator might have been less about insanity and more about insult. But let's pause for a second. Was Caligula truly insane? Or was he just playing a dangerous game with Rome's elite? Some modern historians argue that much of what we know about him comes from his enemies, the senators and writers who hated his guts. They had every reason to exaggerate his cruelty and madness. After all, history is usually written by the survivors, and Caligula didn't survive long enough to tell his side. He ruled for just 4 years before being assassinated by his own guards in 41 AD. But in that short time, he left behind a legacy that's part horror story, part dark comedy. Whether he was a mad emperor or a master of political theater, one thing's for sure. He made the world remember his name. And poor Incitatus? After Caligula's death, the horse just sort of disappears from history. No records of punishment, no epic ending, just gone. Maybe he lived out his days in peace, munching on golden oats and missing the chaos of the palace. So, what do you think? Was Caligula truly insane for loving his horse this much? Or was he trolling the Roman elite in the most legendary way possible? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious which side you're on. If you want more shocking story, like, comment, and share. And if you enjoyed this wild story from the Roman Empire, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more ancient madness, and ring that notification bell, because next time we're uncovering another unbelievable chapter of history that proves truth is stranger than fiction. Thanks for watching, and remember, in ancient Rome, even a horse could become a symbol of power.